Hello everyone, welcome back to Password Creation video tutorial. I am doing a series of church flyer design in Adobe Photoshop. This is a new episode of the quick tip and trick series, so don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe and ask me anything in the comment section. Have a nice watching. So this is the design that we are going to do today. So with your Photoshop open, go to File or Control N or Command N on a Mac, then under Print select A4 and click on Create. A new canvas is going to open for you. I have prepared a worksheet which contains all the information, the font I use for this particular video. The link to this worksheet and the font will be in the description below. Check it out, download, replicate what I'm doing if you really want to learn Adobe Photoshop. Alright, let's continue with the design. So with our new canvas, choose a deep or dark red color with color code 91114 and click on Create. Look for your paint bucket tool at the toolbar and select the paint bucket tool. Left click once on the canvas to fill the white background with a deep red color. Then click on the move tool to be on a safer page. So from here I'll get my church logo, which is here, move it to Photoshop and leave it. Then I'll position that one as I want it. Then click on Enter when you are satisfied with the position, and at the left side grab your rectangle tool and draw a nice rectangle. Fill it with black deep color, then the stroke, turn the stroke off and make sure that at the layer panel move the rectangle beneath the logo so that the logo can prevail. And after that click on the move tool and you can place your design as you want. Then you can select both Ctrl T for free transform or go to edit and select free transform, and you can scale the size of the rectangle and the logo. After that click on Enter to apply changes. And also when you start designing in Photoshop, always make sure that you save your work so that in case of lights out or a breakdown of power, you will not lose everything that you have done. So go to File, click on Save, and you can name your file here and save it as a PSD file. Click on Save, and from here your file is saved for you. Then from here I'll go to my worksheet, grab the church name, then grab my text tool at the left side, click once on the document and paste my text. Then I'll highlight my text and change the color to black, and also I'll make sure that I'm using Roberto font, and I'll change it from black to medium. And from here I'll click on the move tool to be in a separate place and click on Ctrl T for the free transform, reduce the size of the church name. Then I will position it. After that click on Enter. Then I will change the font color to white, which the white appears more than the black. Then from here I'll go back to my worksheet, which I will leave it in the description below. Copy my next text and I can duplicate the church name. So to perform this action, make a duplicate of the church name. It is either you select the church name, then Ctrl J to make a copy, which it did, or with the church name selected, hover over the name, then click on Alt or Option on the Mac, and you will see that a white arrow joins the black arrow. When I remove my hands, you will see that the white arrow is gone, but when I click on the Alt or the Option, you see that the white arrow joins the black arrow, so I'll move it. Then I'll change the text to present. Then from here I'll make sure that I'll change. You see that my text is all font. I don't want it that way, so I can click on the all caps to turn it back to only the first letter being cap. Then from here I'll change the font name, and you can see the font name that I use is here, Scripting. So you can just copy this. If you don't have this, just copy that and paste it on Google, and you can download the font. So it is here. So I'll just select the font and I can rescale it as I want. So from here I'll add the rest of the text. So I'll bring in my next text, Ctrl C to copy, and I'll make a copy of the church name again. Double click on it and paste the church name and paste the next text. I'll click on the enter to break the text, and also Ctrl A to highlight all the text and increase the spacing or the leading between the text so that I can have enough space. Then you can see that the Friday is shorter than the prophetic watch night, so I can select the Friday and increase the size of it so that it can align with the night. So I think 52 is okay. Then I'll leave it as such. Then from here I'll grab my text and type in 3, and I can use Roberto font for this. Position it where I want it. Then I'll make it a little bigger than the Friday. Alright, then from here I'll add my next text, copy. Then from here I'll copy the next text, make a duplicate of the name of the church and paste it over it as we've done some earlier. Then I'll bring the preview beneath and give it a space to align. Then I will increase the leading or the spacing a bit and change from regular to black italic. Then I'll increase the size of it. This is too much. I'll reduce to 70 to see. Then increase the leading to get some enough space. Then I'll grab my text tool and type T. Then from here I'll go and look for the name of the T, the font name, paste it, and I'll get the font. And Hula, this is the font, so I'll just position the font here, but Ctrl T for the free transform and scale it a bit like this. And also I'll make a copy of the traveling and replace with O. Then I'll move the O to here, so you see the T covers the traveling and to prevail. So this is all some of the design things that as a graphic design you have to know to make your design extraordinary from others. Okay, from here, so we are going to add the pastors, but if you don't know how to make a selection, I have already made a selection around the images, so I'll leave a link to a different video which I explain how you can make a selection around any image. So the video will pop up or it will be in the description below, so please check that video and watch how to make a selection like this. Alright, so I just position the pastors as I want, so just position them as you want them to be or as you want them to appear. Alright, so with your pastors included, this is how your design look. So from here we are going to add our date and time. So grab your rectangular to draw a nice rectangle like this, but this time around we don't want fill, we want stroke. So I will change the stroke to white color and increase the size to maybe 10. and let's see. This looks fine for me. Then from here I'll go back to my worksheet, grab my location, then come back to the design and place my location before I do anything else. So I'll make a copy of the church name, double click on it, highlight it and paste the name of the church over it and break them accordingly. Reduce the size and increase the spacing, and I'll center this, position it as I want it, and I can change from regular to maybe medium and increase the spacing a bit. Alright, so this looks fine. So from here I'm going to add the date. You will be done in no time. So click on the text tool, then I'll add the date. The date is 11, but I can change from medium to bold italic. So bold italic will work fine. Alright, and also make a copy. So hold Alt where the white arrow joins the black arrow and make a copy, and using shift to keep your line in proportion. Then afterwards make another copy, last one, and also I'll draw another rectangle, fill with all white with no stroke, and with that one too I'll Ctrl J to make a copy, and I will reduce the size of the top one and change the fill from all white to black like this. Have this kind of effect, and this one so I can make a copy over that, and also make sure that the copy is above the rectangles, and change the color from white to dark red, and I can change this one from 11 to 9 o'clock, and I can make a copy of the time and make this one very smaller and type in 9 o'clock a.m. 9 o'clock a.m. each night. So it's supposed to be 9 p.m. each night rather. Then I'll change this one from 11th to 18th, 11th to 25th, and then reduce the size of this and change it June. Then the last one I'll add the year, and for design purposes I'll draw a rounded rectangle circle around the 2021, fill with black color and bring it beneath the 2021 to make it show up, and I'll make a copy of it and move it to the June, and that one too I'll move it beneath this one. But this one I don't want the fill, I want stroke instead, so a black stroke will work fine, but I will increase the size of this instead, or reduce the size of the June. Alright, so we're almost done with our design, but grab an arrow sign. You see that the arrow is here, but it is filled with this kind of color which we can't even see really. So what you can do is that we grab the shapes tool to have an access to the shapes at the top, and you can change the color to any color we want, or you can add a fill if you want, but this time around I would like to use a stroke instead. Alright, so you see that we are almost done with our design, but I love it. One magic thing that did everything for us. So scroll all the way down to the last background, select that and go to your resource file, then grab background one and move that one to Photoshop, leave it and let it fill and move it at the top like this. Then click on enter and you see the effect that you have started getting, but I'll add a max to this and grab my brush tool. So here is a brush tool, then I'll start painting to hide where the white colors are, make it fill or make it part of the design. Alright, then from here I'll reduce the opacity to 40% and you will get something like this, and you can also toggle with the blending mode to get any desire of your choice, but as for me I'll leave it at normal, and normal works perfectly fine for me, and I can increase the size of the background that we just added. Alright, so this is how you can design a church flyer, but You can also add one thing to make your design look extraordinary, whereby we add light to it. So with your light in, position it where you want it to be, then click on enter, then toggle with your blending mode to see which of the blending mode will add it to the main design for you. And you see that screen did better, so I will leave it as screen and position it where I want it. Then I'll add a mask to it, and you can see that not all the places were able to blend together, so I'll get my brush, add that place to it, and if it is too much I can reduce the opacity, and if it is okay I will leave it at 100. So 100 is okay, and you see the effect that you just got from this little trick. And the last trick that I would like to add to it is to draw a rectangle, give it any fill. So let's choose maybe white for the first one, but we don't want stroke, so white. Then I'll make a copy, choose a different color like blue, make a copy, choose a different color like yellow, then select all of them, group all of them into one layer. Then I will rotate it a bit like this, and I can increase the size, move it all the way down to the last but one background, and also I can reduce the opacity to 40% or let's say 10% to make it show a little bit, or let's say 20% would be nice. But you see that it is distracting with the traveling that we have here, so we can erase that part from it. We can just do it easily by adding a layer to the group. Then with the group selected, get your brush tool and paint that area, and you will see the kind of effect that you are going to have at the end of the day. So this is before and this is after. So you see that this one and this one. Alright, thanks for watching this video. See you next week for another tutorial.